Hey guys, this is Costa from Pinnacle Stone Restoration. Today we are going to talk about the marble refinishing process with 8+ system, aka seamless floors. Let's talk about the existing conditions and what kind of marble we are working with. So we are working with calacatta gold, maybe just calacatta. It's hard to tell, but you know, it's beautiful marble. It's really hard to get these days. It has a great background, but the existing conditions are like, usually we find them like, you know, the traditional install. When you have tiles installed, between the tiles is a grout joint which is distressed. So what happens to the grout? Of course, it gets cracked, it gets dirty, and it doesn't represent the marble to its best possible appearance. And also the marble itself, on this particular house, we got about 2,400 square feet. It's throughout the whole house. Maybe I would say like about at least 70% of the first floor has that type of marble installed, and it got some wear and tear, of course, over the years. And also it has internal cracks, not the surface cracks, but the internal cracks. What happens after house is built, marble was installed the same time, and then house settles, and then it shows cracks, internal cracks inside. And as you know, marble is semi-transparent stone. It's like a glass, so it shows kind of weird way, and also it's kind of sinking down. So we decided to go with 8+ system, and this is the only way to make this marble look to its best, to represent its beauty and the luxury appearance. So what we have to do, we have to remove the whole grout, and we have to replace that with epoxy resin. So now that's the important part I have to also highlight. Since we have white marble, and since we have a grout that is like about 1/8 wide, if we put just regular resin and not to think about the much colors as much, let's say, you know, it's white marble and white epoxy, it's not gonna represent its, you know, like 8+ system as we want to be. So what we want to be, we want to take away the tile pattern, because we have tile, and we want to make it look like one uniform slab appearance. So only way we can do it, and plus we have that white grout joints, we have to use the matching color of the background of marble. Has a certain background color, and then we have to kind of find the resin that kind of matches it. So we were lucky to find the product from Bonestone. Those guys have a great products, and then we found one particular one called the Glacier. Has a background exactly like the marble, so we use it, and customer loves it, we loved it. So now we have that, like the blend surface where grout and marble, they almost like kind of blending so much that you can't even find them. So now, yeah, we have to, that part is I already talked about, to remove the grout and use the appropriate color epoxy resin, and then we have to, of course, remove the lippage. So important part I have to highlight also, when we remove the lippage, or when we're recreating marble regular install tiles into the seamless floor, we have to use the right equipment. Not every equipment is suitable for this kind of project. That's why we invest in the bigger machines, machines that have more torque, so that way we make the floor flat. And this is only possible when you have that appropriate equipment. So we removed the lippage, and then we went through the metal bond diamonds. Then we're gonna go through resin bonds, and after that we're gonna polish it. Now we're gonna polish it like the mechanical way. We always try to produce the sheen of the marble exactly the way it's produced in the factories when they're harvesting stone, and the big conveyor belt goes through, the marble goes through the conveyor belt, and there's the big machineries, and always using mechanical polishing process. Same way, we try to mimic the same process, so we can get this mirror image, like glass-like appearance. So as I said, heavy equipment, appropriate diamond pads, and a polishing process is very important. So I'm very happy with the results. Why? Because marble itself, it became like a jewelry at this point. You're gonna see it now once it's polished. It shows certain minerals that it kind of has a quality of the precious stone. And don't forget, the Calcutta gold is a precious marble, so it deserves to be treated exactly the way we are going to do in this project. So again, you know, I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited too. And watch this video and let me know what you think about it. If you have any questions, please let me know. But every time I find these kind of projects, we'll be you know, covering it. So everybody should know that, you know, marble has to be treated right way. So until next time then.